Hi, my name is Susan J.E. Ritta. I go by Lady Susan on the air. My show is called Thunder on the Plains. We're Nebraska's only locally produced Celtic music radio show. We're on the air on Sundays, 6 to 7 p.m. Central, and Tuesday afternoons, 1 to 2 p.m. Central. And I've been celebrating 10 years on the air this year with KZUM. As an Irish dancer, I enjoyed listening to Irish music and finding exciting new songs and tunes to dance to, rather than the same old boring stuff that you practice to day in and day out. We wanted to have some new exciting stuff. We also were connected with the Irish community and found out that the host of the previous Celtic program was retiring from KZUM, and so a couple of us decided, well, we don't want this resource to go away, so we thought, why don't we give it a shot? And that's how Thunder on the Plains was born. So we're really lucky in that we get to go to various festivals around the area and represent the show and the station at places like the Kansas City Irish Festival, the Greeley Irish Festival in Greeley, Nebraska. We had the opportunity this year to go up to the Folk Alliance International Conference in Kansas City in February. And I take those opportunities to go and travel and visit those festivals to not only introduce myself and the show to people and the attendees and the bands, but also get interviews there on location with those bands. I've discovered this year, after 10 years of doing the show, that the interviews that I enjoy the most are not necessarily ones that are like with this big name or that legend, although those tend to be very, very exciting interviews. The ones that really stick with me, that I really enjoy, is when I first meet a band that I've never met before, and then over the course of like 10-15 minutes of chatting with them, their body language just relaxes and it starts building a connection that lasts for years. I've had artists that, you know, the first moment I met them and I did an interview, that they were very reserved and quiet, and at the end we're giggling like old friends and sharing stories back and forth, and I still talk with them and they let me know what's going on with their day or their week or their year, and they're people that I would actually call my friends. But it really is about the relationships that I build. That's my favorite part about going out and meeting people and doing interviews and going on location outside of the studio. I think it's really important to have Thunder on the Plains here on KZUM in Lincoln, Nebraska, because it puts us on the map. Nebraska is often considered a flyover state or a drive-through state for so many bands, and they don't realize that there are listeners here in Nebraska that love this music and love to learn about these artists. And by being kind of an ambassador for Nebraska to these artists that come through and to these festivals, not only that, but to be an ambassador for these musicians that folks here in Nebraska won't otherwise get the opportunity to listen to. I really love being able to bridge that gap and bringing those two communities together.